Hey, English 104 students, it's Cody Miller. This is an assignment designed to make up for the snow day. So it's for my Tuesday, Thursday classes. Largely, I'm going to walk you through an assignment that we're using as a makeup for that day, largely to say, hey, we're keeping moving. We're going to move a little quicker on our Tuesday class just simply because we've got to keep pace with the schedule. We can't really afford to lose a day. So that's what this assignment will allow us to do. So I'm going to share my screen, show you where that's at, make sure that you understand how to do that assignment. And then you'll see another video that's posted just for the weekly review. Oh, so I think I shared my screen already, so it looks like we're good there. Let's see here. So when we go into the annotated bib unit, this is where the snow day assignment is located. So you'll scroll down here and you'll see snow day assignment. And when you click on that snow day assignment, it'll bring you right into here. And this is largely the worksheet that I'm going to have you fill out. So when you click on that worksheet, you'll see that it is due on Tuesday at the beginning of our class. So depending on which course you're in, that will dictate the time that we're going by. So when I download this, this is the document that I'm asking you to do. And I'm asking you to simply fill out these 4 areas here with samples of MLA works cited entries, one of a web page, one of an article from an online database, one for a book, and one for a YouTube video. So your job is partly to investigate samples of these and find samples on the resources that are available to you, and then copy and paste them into here and then list the basic elements of those. So if you look at the example right above here, you'll notice I've done a sample of a website, of an entire website. So here I've got this whole entry, and then I label what the basic elements are. So you'll see this right here, website name is that first element. Then publisher or sponsoring organization is the second part. The publishing date is listed right here. The URL is listed right here. And then the access date is listed right here. So how am I finding that information? Well, largely I am working with the material that is here on my assignment as well as on my Moodle page. So these are all linked to your Moodle page as well. So if I, for instance, go back to our Moodle page briefly, the resources that I'm looking at, which are still linked there, are actually right up above here from the notes for the MLA 8th edition citation guide all the way down to the notes guide to MLA 8th citation. So you're going to use those to help, okay? And largely what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to investigate those. You're going to say, okay, I've maybe been to Purdue OWL before. I'm going to try to find these things. I'm going to try to find an example. So if I go to maybe the citation guide, we'll click on those. And this is partly a job of you investigating, you exploring, you using these and trying to come up with those. And I realize that it'll be a little bit difficult, but it'll help us move into the class a little smoother. So if I click on that citation guide and I pull it over, you'll notice that essentially it is laying out for us different types of sources. So you'll see here is potentially an article from an online journal. Here's an article through a database. So for instance, this would be a type of sample you could use for maybe one of those questions. Here is how you cite from a website. So it gives you an example. It gives you the elements part of it, page of a website, right? All of those things are important for you to be able to find. Now, if you go to Purdue OWL, same thing can work. If we click on that and we go into Purdue OWL, we can say, okay, I know I need to find the format of a electronic source. So I would click on electronic source and I would start searching this page for, oh, well, here's an entire website. So it gives me an example of that and what I would need to include. Here's a page on a website, which means largely a web page. And then you would continue to explore these and plug those elements in, and you'll notice that it tells us essentially what it's doing and why it's doing it. Then we've also have, if we go back for a moment, we have the interactive guide. So you could click here and you can say, oh, okay, this has got a whole bunch of colors. So it says, well, let's look at authors. And it says, well, what happens if I have multiple authors? And then you go down to the title of the source. And then we've got an article title. We have a web page title. So it shows you an example of that. Then it says, well, what happens if you've got such as a database, things like that. What happens when you have like YouTube, those types of things. So all of these are available, and it's your job to essentially go in and explore those using the pages that I've given you right here as well as on Moodle. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If not, please email me. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will respond to you and hopefully get you back your answer in enough time for you to finish the assignment. Okay. Once again, this is exploratory for you. It's being able to go in, provide some examples, copy and paste them, and then we'll be ready to discuss them moving into next class. All right. Thanks, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed your snow day, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. So stay brilliant.